Nanach Nachman Nachman Sefer Yisroel Saba, Chapter 60, Men of Might. Nanach Nachman Nachman Rabbi Yisroel discusses the subject of the spreading of the holy books of Rבינו after visiting the house of the president. We see that every place is crowned and offered to my name. We see the wonders of the Creator, such new wonders that were never before in the world. That is Rבינו. He is new and He renews us, renews the whole world, rectifies the whole world. And we see that there's nothing like this in all the world, that someone could have such a name, that everyone would acknowledge and say, only Rabbi Nachman. That is the heart and the foundation of the world. We see that everyone, all the nation, and all the world are drawn to Rבינו, Rabbi Nachman. And this is not by chance. There are wondrous matters in this that we do not know. Suddenly, Rabbi Nachman becomes famous, and the Petik becomes famous. That had been kept secret for 60 years, and all the world did not know of it. It existed, and through a miracle, it is being publicized now. We see that God is directing the world to publicize Rבינו. What is happening from this and every minute matter? What is happening from this? It is beyond conception. I was there 70 years ago. You do not know how it was. I see what Breslov was then and what it is now. So we see tangibly that the redemption is drawing closer, very close. It is drawing near, and we need to print the books and to serve God with faith, with these teachings and these stories. There are no stories like these in all the world. Discourses like these not to be found. L'kitei halachas, l'kitei eitzes, we are sleeping. We need to be studying this night and day, and that our mouths be full and overflowing. And this is the main point of our rectification, our hope. And all that we speak still does not reach even a drop from the sea of this matter. Rבינו said, when Mashiach comes, all the yeshivas will learn the books of Rבינו, and all the scholars will be annulled and embarrassed. Every word of the L'kitei Moharan and Sepiramasius, of the discourses, L'kitei halachas, L'kitei eitzes, Ibei Anachal, and also every book, what this is, what we possess, what there is in the world. All the world does not know what this is. This will renew the whole world, rectify and renew the whole world. Everyone will accept the yoke of your kingdom. There will be such wonders that the whole world, all the non-Jews, will convert. Yes, there will be such wonders that everyone will see God and the Torah and faith with their own eyes. Rבינו, Rabbi Nachman is the root and the core. Every teaching, every word, every story, every discourse that he revealed in the world is all our vitality and hope in the force of every word that he revealed in the world. And that we have from him and from his student Rabbi Nassim, L'kitei halachas, L'kitei Moharan. Every one of their words is a rectification for the whole world, and through this will come the Mashiach and the complete redemption. Until this time, Breslov was an invalid coin. Everyone edged away from it. The scholars and the masters and the leaders, they distanced themselves from Breslov. They thought that they were important. They thought that they were important. But Breslov, one word of it inspires the whole world, each one. We need to publicize this, that the primary redemption depends on Rבינו, Rabbi Nachman, to draw close to him. What is drawing close? To learn his books and fulfill them. Then there will be complete redemption. Our main redemption and that of the whole world depends on this. This is the primary work, for the essential revelation of Rבינו is a truth like none other that exists in the world. And also his true followers, they also have a part in this. For this is essential, how we need to fight and overcome all those who hate us. For all of the redemption depends on Rבינו, Rabbi Nachman, that we should merit to draw close to him and learn his books in truth, and to fulfill them. This will be revealed and guide us through all the Torah. This will be revealed and guide us through all the Torah. Each person can see what is the L'kitei Tefillas, what is the L'kitei Moharan, and what is the L'kitei halachas, and what is the L'kitei eitzes. One can see and understand that there are no stories in the world like those of Rבינו, and there never were. Only the Mashiach will give an interpretation of the stories, and also of the L'kitei Moharan. Rבינו said, I already prepared everything for the Mashiach. He already prepared all the salvations for us, everything that we need, but no one pays attention. So the redemption is present in the world, and no one knows. But all the world is drawing closer to Rבינו, and they will say that this is the redemption. We see clearly that the controversy that surrounded Breslov was an affair of the redemption. It has been cooking Ever since Rבינו was in the world, it is cooking, cooking, cooking. Rabbi Yisroel is asked what we must do in order to hasten the redemption. He says, to be involved with reciting psalms and lekita tefillas and serving God, that is what brings the redemption closer, according to the understanding of Rבינו. Without Rבינו there is nothing. He is the heart and the secret and the foundation and the roots. Everything is dependent on Rבינו. The entire redemption, the coming of the Mashiach, and all of our rectification, the rectification of the whole world, dependent on Rבינו. This is the vitality of all the people of Israel and all the world, the rectification of all the world. This is a new matter, the matter of the complete redemption, after which there will not be an exile. There were redemptions and following them exile, but now after this redemption there will already be no further exile, and there will be such miracles and wonders in the world and such revelation that all the world will draw close to God, and all the wicked and the heretics and the distant ones will have a rectification. To what extent possible? To what extent possible? They will have a rectification through Rבינו. Now the world is in darkness, exile. We have strayed very far, but Rabbi Nachman draws the whole world close. All those who appeared impossible to draw close, under any circumstances at all. Everything is dependent on him, that the people should draw close to him, and not pay mind to the rabbis and the opposers. The truth, no power in the world can stand against the truth. We see that Rabbi Nachman is a solitary man, and he does not ask all the world. He does what he does. There is already such a lekita maran and such a lekita halachas, such stories and discourses, and they are enough for us to bring the whole world back in full repentance and to serving God in truth. And that is the heart of the redemption, the books of Rabbi Nachman, to learn and fulfill them. Then it will be a different world, a new world. Rבינו will draw all the world to God and to the Torah. Rבינו commanded to print so much that the whole world, every home, every place would be filled with the books of Rבינו. Yes, thus commanded Rבינו. This is undisputed. He warned us to print and print and print. And Rabbi Nosson and all the followers of Rבינו gave their souls for this. Rabbi Nosson said before his passing on Friday the 10th of Tevis, before his soul departed, one page from the books of Rבינו will uproot all the evil from the world, all the darkness from the world, and thus be strong with money and with effort and in every matter, only to print books, only to print. It is for this that we need to sacrifice ourselves, to bring Rבינו to the world. That is the point. Now, we need to think and to give all our strength for this. We need to renew ourselves constantly and to see good friends. The translator is saying maybe it's a printer's error, maybe to be good friends seems better. I think the saba says, and to see good friends, and to have mercy upon ourselves, and upon our descendants, and upon all the world. Each one, all the strength he has in his family, he should bring it here to illuminate the world with the light of Rבינו. It will be a new world. We need good friends. We also need only to speak and speak constantly to the world about Rבינו, to bring them to Rבינו. This is truly a compassion that is beyond imagining. Where are we? How is it possible to sleep if there are already such words as these in the world? A revelation such as this. I want to print. These are all the words of the living God that had never before been revealed in the world. Don't you feel what this does to a person? Never before was there such a wonder like this in the world, which renews at every moment, renews and strengthens and heals. Never was there such a thing, and the main wonder that it is possible in this world to speak words such as these. Compassion for every member of Israel. What is this? There's already such a lekita tefillas in the world, such a lekita maran, and such a lekita halachas, and such a sepira masias. How can we sleep? We need to call a major assembly and look for all sorts of strategies, how to have mercy on ourselves and on our descendants and on the whole world, to see what this is. Were there ever before words like these in the world? The money should be locked securely in the bank, and we should sell slowly to sell, to bring some book to each house for all the generations. We need to arrange this, to speak about it, to find suggestions on how to do it in a way with truth and faith. We will create an association and open a store for the whole world. We need to be the first line soldiers, to run into the line of fire, to run and conquer the whole world. Rבינו is the redemption for all the people of Israel. Oy vey, oy vey, oy vey. I do not have the strength to scream so much. What does the world think? Why was the world created? For money? For cravings? What is this? What will be now is above everything. Never before were there novelties like these. Never before was there anything like this since the creation of the world. And this will be the complete redemption, to print the books of Rבינו. I could expire from the intensity of the healings that are yet to come to the world through Rבינו. What will emerge from us? He will rectify us, all of us. Whoa, what there is in the world, such a light that never was since the creation of the world. There will be a new world, a different world entirely. I want to print the books of Rבינו. The main thing is the printing. The main thing is the main thing to distribute. That there will be books of Rבינו in every house. Today, boys and girls can also read. Then a generation of tzaddikim will be formed. We must strengthen ourselves with a strong will to bring the light of Rבינו to every house in Israel. Complete redemption will come from this. We need to print the books of Rבינו so that they will fill the whole world. All of Israel, the non-Jews, are not in the accounting. They are not people. There is no accounting. Can you make accounts with chickens? All the world will be involved with the books of Rבינו. Only we need to put our hearts to applying all our might to this. Only to print and to print and to print. To fill every house, each boy, each girl with the books of Rבינו. Then it will be another world entirely, a new world. Each person who has some money only for this, to print the books of Rבינו and to fill all the houses, all the surroundings, every place with the books of Rבינו. This will bring us such a light that never before was in the world. You also bring all the money you have only to print the books of Rabbi Nachman. Through this there will be a new world. I don't have any money at all. My money belongs only to Rבינו. I do not make use of the money I receive from the government, from Social Security. They give me what they give. They give me what they give to all the elderly every month. All the money I receive, all of it is dedicated printing the books of Rבינו. I don't receive any of it. God knows and is witness that I am ready and willing to give my life and my money and everything I have for this matter, to draw some Jewish soul to God, or at least in any case, to instill in him some rumination of repentance, even for only one moment. We need to give all our souls and our descendants for this, that there will be the books of Rבינו in every place. Then the complete redemption will come, such a redemption like nothing that ever was in all history. We need to give our souls and our children and our families and all our strength. Everything is Rבינו. Oy vey, what there will be now. Oy vey, what there will be now, things that had not been in all the generations. From the creation of the world, there was not a light like this. Now the world will draw close to Rבינו, and we'll see how much we need Rבינו. All the books of Rבינו, every one of his words is our complete redemption. Every one of his words, this is something new. Never before was there such a sign of the redemption in the world as there is now. If the world would accept this, redemption would have come already, but everything is from God. In any case, now we need to give our souls to print and bring the words of Rבינו to the world, to instill in our hearts and in our eyes, giving all our might to Rבינו, and to trust him in what he says. Everything. We cannot live and cannot eat. How can we rest and sleep with such suffering and afflictions as those weighing upon the people of Israel? Nachma miyuman. This I saw from Rabbi Yisroel Kaduna, and I felt then more than today the ordeals. And if I found someone who wanted to come close to Rבינו, I gave all my soul. I did not think about income, nor about my family, only to draw the person close. There is no mercy greater than this. Even one person who draws close to Rבינו brings the redemption closer. This is something known to everyone. When I was young, I spoke a great deal with the world about Rבינו, and thank God there were many true Baalei Tshuva, and now I do all that I possibly can. This is the main point and the root and the rectification of all Israel, of each and every one as he is, and he heals and strengthens and enlivens us. One cannot imagine, cannot conceive. I spoke with you a bit, but I am lacking more. Oy, if we have just one page of Lakita Tfilis, every word of Rבינו is all the Torah and all the mitzvahs and everything. Rבינו is the heart of everything, the heart of the Torah, the heart of faith, the heart of repentance, the heart of everything. He heals, strengthens, and he And he said that he can heal even a sick person with no possibility of healing. The main point is the redemption. Every word of Sipira Masias of the Kita Maran, the Kita Lachas. Now there will be books upon books in the thousands. There will be books for all the world. There will be such a light in the world like none that ever was before. The Mashiach will find everything already ready and waiting. And Chassid tells Rabbi Yisroel about a friend who was about to be enlisted into the army. For what? Better that he be a soldier for Rבינו. All that he will be more bound to Rבינו and go in the ways of Rבינו. He will bring that many more soldiers to Rבינו. All that he will be more bound to Rבינו and go in the ways of Rבינו. He will bring that many more soldiers to Rבינו. When the Mashiach comes, there will be a fine wedding. There will be such joy. Each one will recount what he went through. The students of Rבינו are such soldiers, such heroes. They fight with the whole world. Heroes. And also Rבינו said, to come close to me. And Rabbi Yisroel points at his heart is very hard. Harder than rising for Chatzos. Everything will be stories. And the stories they will tell with the coming of the Mashiach. Rבינו said, when the Mashiach comes, there will be many stories from every one of my people. There will be many stories. One follower of Rבינו is worth all the world, with all its Torah leaders. The holy Baal Shem Tov had 60 mighty students. All of them had the spirit of prophecy, and they were very holy tzaddikim. Rבינו spoke of this, that when Rבינו came from the land of Israel, he said, the Baal Shem Tov had 60 students, and they were 60 men of might. I also need 60 men of might. So it is written, he will do the will of those who fear him. So why did Rבינו not have 60 men of might, 60 students? Then I said that Rבינו revealed, hints to us that he had Rabbi Nosson, one, and he was equal to all the men of might put together. Rבינו said what he needed, and he had it. He had Rabbi Nosson. Rabbi Yisroel is asked about the style of book distributing, hafatza, of a certain man. The manner of Rבינו is to draw people close, not to push them away. If that person will feel the manner of Rבינו is to draw people close, not to push them away. If that person will feel weakened and embarrassed through pressure to distribute books, it is not good. I bless him that God will give him blessing and salvation, and that he will merit to draw close to Rבינו and to know what we possess in this world, such wisdom, such life unlike any in the world, that God give him all good, all the salvations. This is all the salvations, the Holy Torah, to print the books of Rבינו. This is the life of all the world. Rabbi Yisroel answers and encourages a chassid who felt apprehensive about distributing books. All that you can do, do, and do not have fear about not doing well. This is greater than everything, all the mitzvahs of all the Torah. Everything one does for Rבינו to bring Rבינו to the world is a marvelous matter that was never before in the world. Many more will come to you, many more who will go out with books to sell and introduce into every house. This is an easy and good thing. I will go with you on foot. I went only on foot even when my feet were sick, and I went. Now I need my feet each and every day to go from house to house selling the books. We will conquer 4 houses, 5 houses. We will go. There are many houses. We need to fill a whole country, every place, all the yeshivas in every place. It will be written in all the newspapers that there is a new fashion now in Israel, that there is a new fashion now in Israel. Everyone will want only to sell the books of Rבינו. The whole world will be filled with the books. It will be full. Every person needs books, each and every one. And for their children, they will also need books for the boys and girls. There will be income and all good. There will be a time like this. It will come. It is coming fast, and it will intensify every day, more and more and more. The children will come and say, maybe you have Sipira Masias. We want to read. Give me, give me, give me. There will be arguing. Each one will say, I came first. When they will not know who came first, they will need to check and clarify. They will be arguing. Each one will say, I came first. When they will not know who came first, they will need to check and clarify. There will be joy on all the streets and every place. It will be very happy. They will dance, only dance. We need several vehicles and students who will learn to drive. We will write on the car a new fashion, the selling of the books of Rabbi Nachman. This is something new. We need to go to all the places, all over Yerushalayim and all over Israel, to proclaim and proclaim and proclaim. All the liars will fall, for they will be very embarrassed. They will ask, to proclaim what? They do not know what to proclaim. Thank God, we already know what we have to proclaim. There is one friend who has a car. In the night, he does not need it, so he can give us his car. Even in the day, whenever he does not need it, he can give it. We will travel all over Israel all day and all night with a speaker. And we will play music and make noise. We'll make a commotion that there is Rabbi Nachman of Breslov in the world. And also, anyone who knows how to play an instrument. Music is very good, only that the main point is the truth. Truth and faith. And also we can dance on all the streets, in every place, in every city, in every village. At the stoplights, when there's a red light, we will stand on the road and dance as well. We need to rejoice and dance in every place. This is the main point of everything. The main point and the foundation and the root of everything. This is the rectification. We are sleeping. Why should we sleep? We need to proclaim, to publicize the truth. It will be accepted. We will receive true souls who will come and dance and sing and play music. There is also an official who drew close to Rבינו, and with his help we can do what we want on television. Yes, perhaps he was created for this. Each person needs to do what he knows how, what he can. He is obligated. Every member of Israel, all the people of Israel, they are obligated. If not, it is as if he caused all the afflictions, the delaying of the redemption, and all the troubles from which we suffer. Yes, if he knows how to do and does not do, then he as if he had killed and brought Hitler and all the afflictions in the world. And if he does, there is no limit to the reward. The reward comes afterward. So what we know how to do, we need to do. Yes, we will confer together and prepare ourselves to mount a great force, to take actions and to publicize and to sanctify the light of Rבינו here in Israel and also in every place in the world. This is the matter of the redemption. Then all the Jews, wherever they are, will know. We will pray to God that He give us people of truth, faithful and true. I saw people faithful to God and to the Torah, and they have true faith. I need to hear words of truth that will enter my heart, not words of inanity, maybe insanity, not words of insanity. We will pray to God that He have mercy on us, that we will merit and succeed in everything we do. In the printing and the distributing, there's money. Money is not lacking. Everything that is needed is ready. Rבינו already prepared everything for the redemption, for all the salvations. The matter of Rבינו is something different entirely. There will be the light of the Mashiach. We need a large place to work on the books of Rבינו, the binding and the selling of the books, and to print and store the books of Rבינו for selling and all that is needed. The color white is a sweetening of all the harsh judgments. We need to go to the president. He said to me, whatever request you have, tell me. All that you need, ask. You have permission to ask for anything, and I will do everything for you. We can telephone him and speak to him. We need to speak to him in my name. Yisroel Odessa. This is a famous thing. All the ministers know. Yisroel Odessa. Call the office of the president and tell him that I requested a meeting immediately. If I want to go to him where he lives and to remind him that he said thus, we will go to his office. If he will be there, I will speak to him. If he is not there, I will wait for him, that he should fulfill what came from his mouth. We will do all that you request. We will do it immediately. We will give you everything. So I want him to fulfill this. He will write down and give all that he promised. Immediately, a large, good, and spacious apartment for the selling and distributing of the books of Rabbi Nachman. He knows that this is a major point. This is a main factor in the redemption. He accepts this, and he told me that he would do everything. He will receive me. He will cast aside all his affairs and concentrate only on my request. Yes, all who involve themselves with this, they will have a part in the redemption. In Yerushalayim, the place will be in Yerushalayim. Yerushalayim is the center for Rבינו. the temple, Yerushalayim. We need a large, attractive, spacious place for printing the books of Rabbeinu and bringing them to the world, to all the world, every country. Make this with great holiness and self-sacrifice a place for the books of Rabbi Nachman. All the redemption is dependent on this. I want to complete this matter. This is higher than everything, than all the activities of the Knesset, than all the activities of every member of Israel. Oh, we should only merit to see the printing house. All of my life I have waited for this. Each one must receive the rectification of Rabbeinu. All the world, all of Israel. Thank God, Aguda in America, they already have a license. Everyone who contributes is exempt from taxes. This is also an important thing. For though we are not Americans, we have representatives in America who will help. Also, it may be that there will be many contributors, many wealthy people who will donate for printing. This will happen little by little. What? Can we suddenly make what? Can we suddenly make a wedding? What? Can we suddenly make a wedding? I had a dream that a rich man came to me from Yerushalayim. He was a great miser, and he came and we spoke about the matter of printing books of Rabbi Nachman. And a man came and said that the printing would cost such and such an amount of money. Then the rich man pulled out a folder with checks and gave a check for $5,000 as a gift. He told me, don't worry, there will be printing and there will be money and everything. Afterwards, he brought out another $10,000. He pulled out the folder and gave a check. I was stunned. I knew him to be a great miser, and each time, in one moment, he gave a check for $10,000 and said, don't worry, there will be printing and there will be dollars. There were other wealthy people there with us, and they also wanted to write out checks, but he preceded them and immediately gave the money. There's a story in Sfas. There was one young man who was the grandson of the head rabbi of a certain city, and he led the people who were under him with such arrogance, like a king, and he respected me, but perhaps I made a mistake. Perhaps I should have persuaded him to give a bit of his wealth for the matter of Rabbeinu. He passed away wealthy, and he has a building in Haifa worth a great deal of money. He could have lived without the building. Yes, he could have given the building or half the building for the printing of the books. He believed with simplicity, but his craving for money would not desist, and he was bound to his children, that they should have the benefits of this world. So he left everything to his children, and he went to the next world. Thus there was another story. There was an English lord, and he was handsome, and he had $1,000. At that time, this was a lot of money, and he gave the dollars for the printing of the books of Reveni, and that he had, all that he had, all his money, he gave to the printing of the books of Reveni, and he remained empty, without money. He was a very determined man. He was only willing to marry a woman with such exquisite beauty that no other beauty would compare to it. And he married a woman uglier than anything seen in the world. She was already advanced in age, and no one wanted her. But he married her. He said, I need to take this beautiful woman for myself. He was in my house. He did not have a wife or children. Now his wife has already passed away, and he has good children that learn in Bnei Brak. Well, we are sitting here talking and talking. I have a car, I have drivers, I also have gas. Whenever you want, I'm ready to come. We can travel day and night to publicize Rabbeinu throughout Israel. I want to travel one time to Yerushalayim, one time to the Western Wall. Perhaps I will merit to infuse it with the light of Rabbeinu. That is the principle of all the principles. That is the point of the world, the point of everything. I am ready to travel wherever you want. Chapter Growing and Expanding. Rabbi Yisroel and friends on a trip to the graves of Tzaddikim in Tiberia, discussing the matter of building a printing house for the distribution of the books of Reveni. Who can imagine how Tiberia and Yerushalayim appeared? Today it looks like Paris. Tiberia has already become like abroad. It is a pity that Tiberia is not how it used to be. And also Tel Aviv appeared like a small Arab village, and it was built up little by little, another house, another building. I remember how many years ago a hotel was opened in Tiberia with all the luxuries, a superlative hotel. And I was a baker, and the owner of the hotel wanted the most expert and the highest quality baker. And I had a bakery in Tiberia. So they said to him, there is Odessa, the Odessa bakery. He sent after me, and I came, and he bought bread from me, challah. So everyone was jealous of me. Yisroel bear the Breslover. He rose above and beyond. We are all poor. We have no money. And Yisroel bear the Breslover has a bakery. Only a bakery? It is a money-making factory. All of them were jealous of me, and it is a miracle that I did not go blind. I thought, What? Tears like these from my eyes is terrible. It will take the light from my eyes. I did not need to think to promote the tears. I did not need to think to prompt the tears. They came on their own from the intensity of the pain I had. For what do I need all this money? But how do I stop the crying? And the owner of the hotel was educated, and he liked to listen to words of Torah. I spoke with him about Rבינו, and he was impressed, and I was for him a unique phenomenon. He had a machine that recorded sounds, a tape recorder. This was many years ago, and a machine like that cost a great deal of money, but he was very wealthy. So he said to me, I heard that you sing songs of Shabbos, a woman of valor, and other songs. I want to hear. I did not know. I thought, well, he just wants to listen. So I sang, a woman of valor. Afterwards, the next week he called me over and opened the recording machine, and I heard my voice singing. How was such a thing possible? What is this? In the end, I went to Miron, and one of the Breslov people saw me, Hirschleib, and I greeted him. He said to me, how are you doing? I said to him, I have a bakery, and I don't know what to do. He said to me, are you crazy? You need to provide all of Tveria with bread. Leave it. But I could not. I was in debt. Then I sold the bakery practically for nothing, without money. I said, I don't want to see it. I sold the bakery and went to Yerushalayim, and I had no money and no bread in the house for the children. And I went to work, and a wagon loaded with bread ran over my toes, and all the bones were broken, and I had no foot and no money and no bread. It was a miracle that we remained alive. Well, I sold the bakery, and my son Nachman had a severe illness, and all the money was depleted, and all that remained of the house were the stones. There was no bread and no money, and I, cold not to ask, and I could not ask any person for help. I was embarrassed. I remember how I did not feel at peace with myself because I did not succeed in rising at midnight. What will become of me? So I wandered through the market of Tveria and heard that there was a clock that would wake a person powerfully. This would be good for me, but I did not have money. What could I do? First of all, I entered the store to see the clock. I entered and was enthused. A clock like this that wakes one every 5 minutes with such sounds. Then I said to the owner of the store, I need this clock, but I will pay you when I have money. Then I will pay you. But he believed me. He understood that I would not steal the clock from him. So he said, take it, take the clock. I came home filled with joy. I have a clock that will wake me up at midnight. So midnight arrived and the clock woke me. And all that it woke me more, I wanted to sleep more. So I did not get up. I said to myself, you wicked one, you have such a clock and you don't rise at midnight? What is with you? What will be with you? Then I said, no, the clock is not enough. I will buy 2 canisters of gas and I will stand the clock on the canisters. Then there will be a great noise even throughout Tveria. So I bought 2 gas canisters and placed the clock on top of them, and all that it woke me more, I wanted to sleep more. The sleep was so sweet. Afterwards, there was the story of the first automobile that came to Tveria. They said that an autobus came. They said that an autobus had come from England, which ran with great speed on the air. Then the whole city came to see such a wonder. Then they saw that the owner of the vehicle came down the stairs of the hotel and entered the vehicle and began to ignite the car to go. They heard that the car started to go. Then they all saw that it went everywhere, and it had no eyes. What would be? There was a mass scramble. There was a mass scramble, each one fleeing, that the car would not descend on him. I was also in the city when they gathered. When they gathered, they all came to see the wonder of the auto. I was also in the city when they gathered to see the wonder of the auto. Well, as soon as the car started to go, there was such a frenzied flight. And also I saw for the first time a crazy man, a crazy Englishman. I went to the yeshiva, and below there was a restaurant by the hot baths of Tveria. And when the English conquered the Turks, they set up their office there. Then I was going to the yeshiva and I saw in their office an Englishman holding some piece of metal by his ear and speaking and laughing like an insane person. What is this? Crazy man? I had heard of the telegraph, but I had not heard about the telephone. And he was clutching a piece of metal and speaking to it and laughing. What is this? Is he not crazy? To whom is he speaking? There was no one there. One time, a relative from Paris came to us, and she told the whole family and my mother, in Paris there is an ice box that makes ice, and one does not need to buy it. I knew that I went to buy ice at the factory. How could such a thing be possible? Can one make ice in one's house? So I asked her, the ice factory is large and it has workers, and the ice box is small. How can it make ice? Then she told me, don't be surprised. In my house I have such an ice box. I have an ice box like that in my home. I did not want to believe such a thing, but also if they were to tell me 70 years ago that Breslov would endure after 70 years, I would have thought, crazy people. They don't know what they are talking about. How is such a thing possible? People were afraid to touch a book of Breslov. There were those who were even stricter, who not only did not want to touch a book, they would not even touch the table on which the book lay. They were very exacting, very machmirim. Well, and now people are buying Breslov books. They are buying Denga. It was hard for me. Alright, the books of Breslov are the redemption. But how will the redemption come if no one wants to touch Breslov books? It is impossible to attain them, and they are not being published. How will the redemption come? What will be? What will be? And Rabbi Yisroel Kaduna had an excellent place, Miron. He had a Garden of Eden, And he left Miron and left Spas and left his family. He had one thing, Yisroel Ber. In Tveria there was one whose name was Yisroel Ber. So that was his place now. He needed to draw me close. And I said to him on the first night when he bought the bread and ate with us, it was ordained in heaven that you be sent to me. I am facing difficult struggles. I need someone to guide me. I warn you, I beg you, not to leave me. Time has passed, and I see that everyone is ashamed. All that more time passes, Breslov becomes more important, growing and expanding. They are printing, and buying. These are signs of the times to come. But there's still free choice. The Mashiach has still not come. They just say that the Mashiach has come. But when he comes, it will be a different world. Such a world, a new world. Rבינו will be revealed in the world, and it will be an entirely new world, a world of Rבינו. Thank God that we merit to hear and accept words like these. That is already the redemption. All of the redemption is dependent on Rבינו. Everything, the coming of the Mashiach and everything, yes. Just as it was hard for me to conceive how the redemption would come with no books to be bought, and even if some book was available, they feared to touch it. Perhaps people would think that he has an inclination to Breslov, so how would the redemption come? But I did not lose hope. I had powerful desires according to what my heart told me. No, don't give up. The time will come. Now we are sitting in Bnei Brak in a Sikha and speaking such words which are a relief to the whole world, to all of Bnei Brak, to all of Yerushalayim, to all of Yisroel, to all the world. Every word that is spoken about Rבינו is a great relief to the whole world. Oy vey, what there is in the world, what there is. A wonder like Rabbi Nachman was never before in the world. Each and every word that came from his mouth is all our hope, and all our vitality, and all our salvation, and all our life, everything. It should only be. There will come a time when all the world will connect and draw close to Rבינו and give their souls to fulfill every single word he revealed in his books. For this is all our hope and all our vitality. The world still does not know, but it will know. The truth will not be annulled. The truth becomes stronger all the time. Chapter, Our Greatness and Our Glory. Rabbi Yisroel sings, Gedula Seini Tifatenu Yigale Mashiach Sikenu. Our righteous Mashiach will reveal our greatness and our glory. Oh, what joy there will be in the world. Mashiach will come and he will reveal Rבינו. Now they throw stones, not ordinary stones. They are throwing stones with intent to kill. But now the time has come for them to fall. The falsehood is falling fast. Now everyone has descended and falling completely. God is showing mercy. The falsehood is falling and the truth is living and enduring. The opposers had 2 major synagogues, and through them they ruled over all the land of Israel. And today their synagogue is in complete ruin, and they are in darkness, in deep darkness. They wanted only money, so the government gave them money and took their synagogue. They needed to demolish it to build a highway, and the opposers took a great deal of money. They took paper and sold the synagogue joyfully, and all that remains to them is the paper. They have money, but they do not have a synagogue. Not even one stone remains. They do not have even one Torah scroll, nothing at all. Look at their synagogue. Now one can see how their ruin came about, how they fell and descended in great humiliation. The Hasidim were the lords of the city. Everything was in their hands. They were very wealthy. Then Arabs came and built very large and beautiful houses, and told the Hasidim that they were willing to sell them their houses cheaply. Afterwards, the Arabs took the money and said, anyone who enters these houses will not sleep, only one night, and we will slaughter him. And all the money remained with the non-Jews. I was acquainted with one of the Hasidim. I saw all of them. I was acquainted with all of the Hasidim. I saw all of them, the prominent and famous ones. They thought they were the glory of the world, and their falsehood and arrogance reached the heavens. The arrogance of all the world was with them. They had reputation and prestige and money and all the material pleasures. And we were held in great lowliness and contempt. I can speak and relate and be witness. I felt this. I abandoned them. They wanted pride, and I could not endure the foul odor of their arrogance, their falsehood. They were the greatest opposers of Breslov. I remember how they were in the uppermost echelons. Who could have thought they would fall? They were high up in the heavens, and I saw and knew that they would fall. And I saw and knew that they would fall. And I saw and knew that they would fall. They descended completely, descended under the ground. Thank God I separated from them. Thank God I am alive. Oi, all the enemies of Rabbi Nachman fell. All of them. Their rabbi is already not living. All the falsehood went to the grave, and the truth will become stronger and stronger. Eternally, we see changes, such changes that the matter of Rבינו is being revealed now in the world more all the time. Rבינו is being revealed in the world, and he is rising and rising and rising. Thank God, now everything is being reversed. They are descending and we are ascending. The honor is with us, and the loneliness and shame is with them. In the end, the falsehood is declining and falling, and the truth is rising and rising. Breslov is rising from day to day, from year to year, from moment to moment. One word from Rבינו, it conquers all the world. One word. In Yerushalayim there was Rabbi Shlomo Wexler, and there was no Breslov synagogue. He prayed with the opposers, and they gave nothing to Rabbi Shlomo. He was an angel of God. He was a holy man. There were Batei Machzeh near the western wall. Rabbi Shlomo Wexler and all the Breslov people would always come to the western wall and ask for mercy for the people of Israel. There was much fear from the non-Jews, and they went to the wall. They went and were saved. Rabbi Chaim Sonnenfeld was a major and famous Torah sage, and he knew the entire Talmud by heart. When Rabbi Shlomo Wexler entered the synagogue in Yerushalayim to pray the afternoon prayer one time, Rabbi Chaim Sonnenfeld, the sage from Yerushalayim, was there studying. I was there as well, and I saw how Rabbi Chaim Sonnenfeld rose before Rabbi Shlomo as if before a king, as if before an angel. Rabbi Chaim Sonnenfeld was in Hungary, and he was a genius. There were many Torah leaders there, and Rabbi Shlomo surpassed them all. Rabbi Sonnenfeld said about Rabbi Shlomo Wexler that he was a Torah scroll. Rabbi Shlomo was a holy sage and was humble like an ordinary man. Yes, Rabbi Chaim Sonnenfeld saw the books of Rבינו, and he was stunned. He was a worldwide master. Everyone trembled before him, feared him, and he gave great honor to all who would draw close to Rבינו. And all the Hasidim understood this. All the Hasidim understood this. Who can describe and who can imagine what I suffered? It is a miracle and a wonder that I remained alive, I and my children. At the beginning I learned in their central yeshiva. Was a neighbor of the chief rabbi, and now I do not want to hear from them. Such lords of arrogance God have mercy. They received all the money of America and did not give me even a slice of bread for my children, neither bread nor drink. I had nothing. It is impossible to conceive of what image I had in their eyes. I did not want to accuse and speak. I do not want to accuse and speak slander. I merited to be with them and to depart from them. I merited to be with them and to depart from them. I was alone, a simple person, and all of them were filled with arrogance and money. But God helps, and thank God I am living and my children are living. God has mercy, and the falsehood will fall and fall quickly, and the truth is living and enduring. Thank God, God did wonders for me. I was far from them, and I was a hero. A hero. In Tveria there was yisroel, and all of them laughed at me, and now I laugh at them. I can pride myself that I was a solitary man and I stood against all the world. I merited to overcome all of them and triumph over them. I merited to overcome everything, the whole world. Thank God I am alive and all the opposers are already under the ground in the grave. Only one remains, me. I remained one solitary person with everyone against me. I alone remain, a 100-year-old man. There is no one of them 100 years of age, no one of 70. There is no one of them 100. There is no one of them 100 years of age. No one of 70. There was no Breslov community in Tveria, only in Yerushalayim. I prayed in a synagogue of opposers. At that time, we did not have our own synagogue. But now, thank God, we conquered Israel. How? We had no soldiers, no money, no weapons. We conquered the land of Israel, and this is only the beginning. We are building Israel. Nothing is left. Only Breslov. All the world will know that there is only Breslov in the world. One who wants to know God and serve God, only Breslov. There were opposers, major learned scholars, and these great scholars said the teachings like those of Rabbi Nachman, there is nothing in the world like his teachings. There is nothing in the world like his teachings. Then they said about their leaders, they are crazy. They don't know. We know. We are teachers. They did not listen to their true leaders and they appointed themselves as leaders. They will have heart disease for having opposed Breslov. They will have heart disease for having opposed Breslov. Each one that is a greater liar is a greater scholar. The liars do not accept. They thought that they could learn the Torah, but it was falsehood. In the light of Rabbi Nachman, they cannot even say a single word. They are like deaf people before Rabbeinu. They do not know even one word. All the world does not know a thing. Truly nothing compared to Rabbeinu. If Rabbeinu were to be revealed in the world would not be as it is now. It would be a world of holy and true tzaddikim. He was the truth of all the leaders. He had the weight of all of them. They were nothing in comparison. Nothing. Yes. Sapir Amasius, no. There is nothing like it in the world. Only one. Such a Lekita Tfilas and such a Sapir Amasius. Such words, there is nothing like it in the world. If this were to be revealed, all the world would be tzaddikim. Not like today. I heard from a very elderly man who was among the opposers and he spoke negatively about Breslov. But afterwards I heard from him that he said, I saw among the books in our Rebbe's collection the books of Piramasius of Rebbe Nachman. The judge was a Torah master. He said to them, teachings like Lakita Maran of Rebbe Nachman, there is nothing else like it in the world. They said about him that he was crazy, that he did not know what he was saying. It is forbidden for him to utter words like these. They saw that they were people of truth. Even the opposers, they saw that we were people of truth. Even the opposers knew that Breslovers were people of truth. And thank God, all the world, even the Sephardic Jews, love Breslov and want Breslov. If I had spoken words like these a year or two ago, they would have excommunicated me. They would have banished me to the desert. Go away from here. Go to your own place. Your place is not among us. And I still have not even spoken a drop from the sea. The world did not know and did not want to know of Breslov. All of them were sunken in all the cravings and wanted to be bloated with arrogance. They opposed. but the truth is a force which triumphs over everything. I lived and saw such wonders. Who can imagine? Who can recount? Throughout Sfas and throughout the world they were opposed to Breslov, but now we see that God did miracles and wonders, and that all the world is speaking about Rabbeinu. Only Rabbeinu, Rabbeinu, Rabbeinu. Thank God that we merited to what we merited, to the time of the redemption. Now this is the time of the redemption, that they are ascending and that they are descending and falling. The opposers are beginning to feel and be embarrassed and fall. The opposers are beginning to feel and be embarrassed and fall, and we are rising and rising every day, every moment. The opposers have all passed away, died, and today the opposers have good children. If they could see their children, they would kill them. Beat them. What? You want Breslov? You need a Hasidic movement like ours. You need a Hasidic movement like ours. What? You want Breslov? You need a Hasidic movement like ours. And the children would reply, no, we want only Breslov. There's one who came from a Hasidic group of the opposers, and he came to us, and the father and mother and family want to kill him, and he did not listen to them. Now, day by day, new people are coming and saying, oh, Breslov is good. Now we see that things have been reversed. The new generation now says to all the rabbis, we want only Breslov. The opposers are ashamed before them. They are very ashamed. What is this? Breslov? Today everyone says, yes, yes, only Breslov, Breslov, Breslov. If you are not Breslov, go. Get away from us. Today everyone loves Breslov. Everyone wants Breslov. Now Breslov is considered holy to the world, and there is no fear of being Breslov. This is only the beginning. The Mashiach will come, and such truth will be revealed in the world. Everyone will return in full repentance. Everyone will have a total rectification. Rבינו will rectify all the world. Rבינו came to the world to reveal the truth, that the cravings are nothing and money is nothing. He came to the world to annul the evil inclination from the world, the cravings of the world and the money. He merited that everyone fell and annulled themselves entirely before every one of his words. And one can see that this is a novelty in the world. Such such stories like these, is there anything like them in the world? Thank God I suffered, and I did not have a morsel of bread, neither I nor my children, but I am very strong, and I stand against all the world as if they did not exist. Nothing at all. They do not know even one word from Rבינו. They do not know anything of what this is. I was the worst out of everyone, the most simple, and everyone was a major scholar, and I stood strong against all the world and learned the books of Breslov with intensity, with a high hand, and thank God I defeated them, all of them, all the world. The truth has such a power that it defeats the whole world. All the world stood against Rבינו, but Rבינו says in Sefer HaMidas, God, He favors the majority, but if they are wicked, He does not favor them. So, what do you say to that? He already toppled them only through the holy words that He said. He had the power to show the whole world that they are liars. The truth is a powerful force, and it overcomes the whole world. He finished with all the world. He freed them from the cravings. Yes, all the world, all the sages, all the great minds. He will cast them down under. I finished, and I will finish. I won, and I will win. Rבינו will come, and He already came. He is present throughout the world, in every Jewish heart. He teaches each Jew the way to serve God in truth. L'kite tefillas, zipirem asiyas, l'kite maran, and l'kite halachas, l'kite eitzes. What we have, such healings that are not seen in all the world. They were here in the world, but no one wanted to touch them. No one wanted to know. But now a bit is being revealed in the world. Rבינו has started to conquer the world, and he conquers the world in one moment, in one word. We see that everything is being transformed to good. Everyone wants only Breslov. Today one can speak about Breslov. Also, all the world loves Rבינו, and all of them, all the world, Sephardic Jews and Zionists, and everyone, all the Jews, they say, the main point, only Breslov. A letter from Rabbi Yisroel to his friend Rabbi Shmuel Horvitz. Through the kindness of God, we merited to bring to publication for the first time a historic and rare letter written by Rabbi Yisroel to his friend Rabbi Shmuel Horvitz. The letter was written approximately 5 years after Rabbi Yisroel received the Holy Patek, one of the periods in which he suffered intense tribulations and personal attacks. And we found it fitting also to bring a short excerpt from the book Yemei Shmuel, Part 1, Chapter 77 by Rabbi Shmuel Horvitz. And these are the contents. The overriding point is that I could not bear and overcome the obstacles. And I was forced to remain until Lag BaOmer in Tzfas. And Rabbi Alter ben Sion sent Rabbi Yisroel Dov from Tveria to Tzfas with a letter from me, telling me to hurry and come to Meron and serve God together with him, as we had spoken in Yerushalayim. And Rabbi Yisroel Dov feared to come to our house to give me the letter, for he heard the obstacles. And so he waited for me on the street, and when he saw me, he gave me the letter and spoke to me, and I was very afraid that we would be seen together, and I went with him to some obscure place, and I wrote a letter to Rabbi Alter ben Sion and described to him the obstacles and the walls of iron that were facing me at this time, and thus he should not judge me harshly about this. And with God's help I will come for Lag BaOmer, and we will serve God together. And I handed this over to Rabbi Yisroel Dov, that he should pass it on to Rabbi Alter ben Sion. Here there's an illustration in the book, a letter from Rabbi Yisroel ben Odessa to his friend Shmuel, and these are the contents of the letter. With God's help, clarify dates and in brackets, the holy city of Tveria, great peace and long life and blessing and all good. Great peace and long life and blessing and all good, and an upright and happy holiday to my beloved brother, precious and cherished, my soul and heart, the unparalleled rabbi, true servant of God with self-sacrifice, etc. My rabbi and teacher, Shmuel Horowitz Breslover, may his light shine forever. Your letter reached me, and I was greatly revived and overjoyed by your holy words, and especially seeing the passion of your holy heart, that you are still standing on guard, and a double-edged sword is in your hand, to fight the war of God, the difficult and heavy battle you are enduring. Fortunate are you, fortunate in this world and in the next. My brother, my precious heart, do not worry at all, do not fear and do not waver, and do not let your heart fall from the humiliation of the wicked and their abuse, and not from anything in the world that you must pass through, come what may, and not from anything in the world that you must pass through, come what may. Fortunate are we, fortunate beyond measure. Believe that everything is according to divine providence from the blessed Creator for your good, and there is hope for your end. May God send his help from the holy, and may you be supported from Zion. And all those who rise against you for evil, may their plans quickly be annulled and their thoughts fall in descent after descent. May all your causeless enemies be humiliated and retreat backwards. Those who want to erase you, God forbid, from both worlds, and may the words be fulfilled in you. God will send his staff of might from Zion. He will put down rule among your enemies. I will be delayed until the 9th of Nisan. Check translation. Nitacher. My precious brother, my heart, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for the true kindness you merited to do for me, drawn from the faithful kindnesses of David. God knows the truth that you opened my eyes and affected for me the aspect of reviving the dead with the holy words in your letter. It is impossible to conceive in my mind what a tremendous mitzvah you did. You should know, my brother, that when you send me a letter, you truly affect the aspect of reviving the dead. I already wrote you long ago that if you had the slightest conception of how you saved me with your letters, you would cast off all your affairs and would write to me every day. My precious brother, this great mitzvah should not be looked upon lightly in your eyes, and it is upon you to strengthen yourself with all your might to write me holy words, for this is the primary mercy, to draw a Jewish soul out of sin. May God have mercy. Oh, my brother, do not forget me. Have mercy on me, for it is very, very bitter for me, beyond measure. Oh, save me, be it through prayer or through letters, and in the merit of this you will be shown mercy from heaven. We will rejoice abundantly and sing and dance with great and awesome gladness. Song, ditzel, and chedvel beyond limit, with the blossoming of the salvation of Passover that we merited even in this dark, awful and fearsome time, to all the good and kindness and such a wondrous salvation as this, the printing of the Passover Haggadah with the commentary of Rבינו. May his memory be blessed. It is good to thank and sing to God for the past, and to pray for the future, that we should all merit to arouse ourselves to the self-sacrifice to be strong in this holy matter of printing. I wonder why you did not write me about the condition of our beloved friend Rabbi Alter Ben Sion. May he live. I ask of you to answer immediately, and wish peace to each and every one, and especially Rabbi Alter Ben Sion, and also Rabbi Tzvi of Berdichev, your brother in great love, eternal love, who seeks your peace from the bottom of his heart, and waits and longs for your salvation quickly, and hopes and expects and longs to see you soon. And hopes and expects and longs to see you soon in great true joy. I also spread over with peace to your friend, with peace to the friend of my heart, who I cherish as my own soul, the exceptional, saintly one who fears God and serves him in truth with self-sacrifice. You greatly gladden me with your warm greeting beyond measure. I request you to send me letters often to revive my soul, and I asked, spread out shtucha from your lofty honor to inform me of the condition of your righteous wife Gittel. She should live, and of your financial state, and especially to write holy words from the depths of your holy heart. And the mitzvah that comes to your hands, do not delay to carry out, especially a mitzvah like this. And I hereby bless you with a joyful and kosher Passover Pesach holiday. Your friend in love forever, Yisroel Ber. Please pass on the letter, harp, translate, to my dear friend Rabbi Meir Anshin. Rabbi Meir Anshin, may his light shine. Nanach, Nachmo, Nachmo Yumon. Nanach, Nachmo, Nachmo Yumon.